Hi boys and girls, in this video we are going to be matting your vase that you made last week. We're going to need the vase that you made, a sheet of, I like to use black, but really you could use any color construction paper. We're not going to really need our pattern designs from last week. I'm not quite sure why I put that there. You're going to need a pair of scissors and a marker. So, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to cut out this vase. I know it's been 6 months since you had me go over in detail all of the cutting guidelines. So essentially we have two hands. We've got the paper hand, and what you're going to do with your paper hand, oh look at all the marker on my hands, by the way, you could tell I'm an art teacher. What you're going to do with the paper hand is you're going to make a gentle fist with your thumb up, and then you're going to hold your paper so that you can see that thumb. The reason you're going to make a little gentle fist is so that you don't have your fingers sticking out on the back of the paper so that you don't snip them. So just a gentle thumb, and you're going to hold it like this. You want to hold it kind of near the bottom where you're going to start cutting. Okay, that was the easy part. Now these scissors kind of look like an alligator. You could see this is the alligator's eye, and this would be his tummy. And then over here would be like the big alligator jaws. When we cut, we always want to make sure that that alligator faces away from us. And we're going to put our thumb through the alligator's eye, and we're going to put our fingers in his belly, because we don't want to have our fingers near the alligator's jaws. When we cut, we want to make sure that we can see that thumb sticking up, and we want to open the alligator's mouth nice and wide like this and close. So open, shut, open, shut. Again, we're going to hold the paper with our gently closed fist. And our scissor hand has one job, and that is to open and shut. Our paper hand is going to do all of the turning of that paper. The reason we don't want to turn the scissor hand is that if we turn while we're trying to cut, the scissors aren't going to be able to do their job right. So the paper hand does all of that turning to do the scissors. We might have to stop and completely reposition in order to get everything cut. But you see that paper hand's only job is open and shut. And the paper does all the turning. Just like that. We don't want to crumble this up, because we're going to steal just a little corner of this paper like this. And I think I'm going to trim off that edge because it's got a little bit of mark on it from the photocopier. And on this piece of paper is going to go my name. And if you have room for your section, great. If you don't, just your name is fine. Okay, we have all our bits and pieces together. Get rid of the scraps here. And we're actually ready to start gluing. Remembers how we glue. Dots, not lots. So we're going to put our name down here at the bottom, and we'll put our vase above it like this. That's how it's actually going to fit on the paper when we're done. we want to make sure, first of all, that we've got all the globbies, all the goobers picked off of the glue bottle before we open it. And then we're going to open it. There should be a little space between the two orange caps when it's opened. If that cap is flat against the other cap, it's not open. So make sure it's really open, and then you're going to turn it upside down and you're going to let the glue that's in that bottle drip right down towards the tip. So I'm going to take, we always glue the smaller of the two papers. So none of that glue should be going on this black paper. It should all be going on the back of your vase. So, oh, I'm getting glue all over the place. Do you see what a shining example I'm being? We're going to put little dots, little tiny dots of glue, not a lot, and we're going to put them about that far apart on our paper. And we're going to go around. We don't want it to be right on the very edge, but we want it to be fairly close. If we put it on the very edge, all that glue globber is going to go out all over the project, and then it'll make a mess. And look, you can see my markers coming off of my finger. So I don't know if you could see the little dots and dabs of glue on there, but there's not a lot of glue there. They're just little tiny dots. So say with me, boys and girls, dots, not lots. We're going to hold it over our paper before we tack it down. We're going to make sure it's right where it belongs. And then we're gently going to rub. We don't want to rub hard because we don't want that glue to go everywhere. And then, of course, our name tag. Should I take the glue and just stick it right there on that paper? Or should I glue the smaller paper? Which one do you think? Oh, I bet you said the smaller paper. If you did, you certainly made me proud. And of course, we're going to do dots, not lots. And we're going to line up our name tag so that it's nice and even. And oh, look at that. I left a little glue globber. See, it even happens to the best of us. You want to be neat, make sure you don't leave any globs of glue. And it looks like we're done, but we're not, because our poem actually has another verse. Are you ready? Dots, not lots. And when I'm through, I close the top of my bottle of glue. Twist, twist, twist. Wipe, wipe, wipe. Now my bottle of glue is clean and tight. Do you want to say that poem with me again? Dots, not lots. And when I'm through, I close my top on my bottle of glue. Twist, twist, twist. Wipe, wipe, wipe. Now my bottle of glue is clean and tight. Excellent. Do you remember that poem from kindergarten? I hope some of you do. So once you've got your project all mounted up, I want you to go and take a picture of it and submit it. We are actually not going to do the rubric portion of the assignment because Mr. Palazzo requested that we skip over the rubrics for just this school year so that you could get the most amount of art instructional time. So we did have time to go over some basic cutting and gluing because I eliminated that portion of our assignment. So every time it says rubric on our worksheets, we'll be doing something related to the project that we've got the rubric on. And we usually do this every year, so that's fantastic. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to say the glue poem and learn your glue poem because we'll be using dots, not lots, a lot this school year.